There is a place deep within you, hidden beyond thought and emotion, where two ancient forces reside, the masculine and the feminine. In Jungian psychology, they are known as the Animus and the Anima. But these are not just abstract ideas. They are parts of your psyche, and they hold the key to wholeness. The anima is the feminine within, the emotional, the intuitive, the nurturing presence that draws from dreams and the unconscious. The animus, in contrast, is the inner masculine, rational, decisive, structured, and assertive. When these forces are embraced in harmony, something profound happens. You begin to feel whole, aligned, complete. But when either is suppressed or rejected, a deep inner conflict begins to surface. A man disconnected from his anima may find himself emotionally numb, fearing vulnerability as a threat to his strength. A woman ignoring her animus may hesitate to assert her will, feeling unsure of her voice in the world. And yet, when these energies are integrated, not fought, not silenced, they awaken a power far greater than dominance or control. They reveal a truth Jung knew deeply, that to truly become yourself, you must embrace every part of who you are, the light and the shadow, the conscious and the unconscious, the masculine and the feminine. Individuation is not about changing who you are. It's about remembering all that you already are. But even this is just one piece of the puzzle. There is something deeper still, something buried beneath our culture, our conditioning, and even our sense of self. And this final insight may be the most powerful of all, because the greatest illusion is the one we live inside every single day. Most people believe they are a fixed self, an individual identity, shaped by memory and molded by time. You are told, this is your name, this is your story, this is your personality. But what if none of that is entirely true? What if the person you think you are is just a mask, a temporary arrangement of thoughts and experiences, a single wave in an ocean of consciousness? Jung understood that the self is not the ego, not the roles we play or the masks we wear. The true self is far larger, vaster, something that includes the unconscious, the archetypes, and a connection to something timeless. And this realization can shake the ground beneath your feet, because once you see it, once you really see it, you begin to understand that you are not just you. You are a vessel carrying the wisdom of generations, the pain of ancestors, the dreams of the collective, and the voice of the infinite. So why do we feel small? Why do we feel trapped? The answer is the ego. The ego is not evil. It serves a purpose. It gives us identity. It helps us navigate the world. But it also builds walls. It tells you, this is who I am. And that is who I am not. It defines, limits, protects, but also imprisons. And the moment you begin to believe that this ego is all you are, you lose access to your deeper nature. You forget that you are not a thing. You are a process. You are not a label. You are a becoming. So how do we step beyond this illusion? Jung offered a map, but it is not an easy path. It requires inner courage, honesty, and the willingness to question everything you've been taught to believe about yourself. Step 1. Embrace the unknown. Most people run from it, clinging to certainty. But growth, true growth, lives in the unknown. It is in the questions, not the answers. When you stop resisting what you don't understand, when you lean into mystery with curiosity, the universe starts revealing parts of yourself you never knew existed. You are not your job, your past, your appearance, or your story. You are not your trauma. You are not even your thoughts. These are just clothes the soul wears for a while. When you stop clinging to definitions, something much more authentic begins to rise. Your dreams, intuitions, and sudden insights, they are not random. They are messages from the deeper self. The unconscious speaks in symbols and synchronicities. When you begin to pay attention, you realize the universe is not silent. It has been whispering to you all along. Finding yourself isn't a task to check off. It's not a one-time revelation. It's a lifelong journey, a dance between knowing and not knowing, between structure and surrender. Because here's the deepest truth of all. You were never broken. You were never missing. You were never separate from the truth you seek. The self you've been searching for isn't something you'll find out there. It has always been here, quiet, patient, and eternal, waiting to be remembered. So now the question is not, who am I? But, who am I becoming? Now that I remember I am so much more. The moment you ask that question honestly, deeply, the real journey begins. And this time you won't just be finding yourself, you'll be becoming yourself. Welcome home.